Hi everyone, welcome back to Papercraft Possibilities. I kept a secret. I've been traveling. I recorded some videos before I left, but I went into California. I was there for Valentine's Day, and I was there to celebrate my father-in-law's 90th birthday. So I'm back, and today I'm going to be using the Love Notes collection. I'll see if I can insert a picture of it somewhere. And Love Notes collection from Close to My Heart is only good for another week. So I wanted to make sure I got some pages out for you so you could see it in action. I'm going to be recording my Valentine's Day with my husband this year. And then I think I'm going to go back and record our Valentine's Day in 2009 when we got engaged. So a couple pages I'll get out with this collection, and let's roll the intro and let's get started. And we're back. Thanks for putting up with me. I guess you guys didn't know, but when I was gone in California, I did some pre-recordings, as I mentioned before in the intro. So I feel like I have a little bit of break, so bear with me as I get back into the swing of things. I am now working with a Love Note collection. As I mentioned previously, it's good until the end of this month, which is February 2024. And I kind of wanted to go over what was in the kit. I got the Scrapbook workshop, and these are the items that come in there. There are some picture holders. So if you don't know what pictures you want to use yet, you can use these to hold your place. There are some puffy hearts. There are some stickers, which I absolutely love. The quality of their stickers, very thick. Quite a bit of solid cardstock, including some Daisy White. So you've got Scarlet in there. I believe that's Rosie. That's Ballerina. I've forgotten the name of that one. At least I'm being honest, right? That's Toffee. And here are the decorative papers that are included in that. And they're always double-sided. So here you've got more of a newspaper print. Let me see if I can hold this up closer to the camera. So there's that. There's this polka dot. And the zip strip on here looks like a bunch of daisies. And there are 2 sheets, I believe, of that. And you have this simple heart, and there is this stripe, and I love stripes. There's that. There's this floral with kind of a checkered pattern here. I actually have some picnic pictures that I'm going to use that on. So double duty. And again, florals could go for anything. And on this side, you have more of a Valentine, items that you can use. So it definitely says Valentine's here, but if you don't want to use that, you can obviously use this side. Then let me show you the stamp that I got and the die cuts. Let me open this so you don't have the glare. So I have this stamp set, and then also there's a large die that's really not mentioned on here, and it's this die right here, which makes an envelope, which I'm looking forward to using on today's setup. So let me get my pages going and get my Versamats out, and we'll get this started. I'm going to jump in here for a voiceover now, and I'm just going to show you what I was doing there. I used 3 different papers. I used the scarlet on the background, the floral paper from the workshop, and then I call it like the newspaper print on the intro, but it's actually a like love notes that goes along with the title from the workshop. These are pictures that I'm using. The ones I'm holding now are from an engagement on Valentine's Day. There's my guy back then in 2009. And I'm going to be using a flip-flop on that to kind of tell a bit of a story about that day. Although I'm going to do some separate pages on that complete story because it was pretty special. Then the top picture is just this last week when my husband and I were in California. We were at the Montage Resort in Laguna and enjoyed a great lunch there overlooking the ocean. So it's a now and then type scrapbook page, I guess. Here I'm drawing a pencil line because I'm going to come in and use some modern alpha die cuts to make the title for this page. And as you'll see here in a minute, I made a little bit of an error. So make sure you have a eraser nice and handy. I actually should have been using my T ruler here, but I didn't do that. Later on you will see that I do. The alphas, which I'll show you here in a minute, that I use are an alpha I've had in my stash forever, but I like that they're tall and skinny, so I can get quite a few of them on one page, so a large title, which you'll see here. I'm using my reverse tweezers here and some liquid glue to get those die cuts right where I want them. Here I'm showing you the die cut set that I used. And here what I really appreciate about this die cut set is they were all hooked together, and I left them that way to run them through my machine so I could get lots of letters at one time, and then I hold them in my stamping package or my die cut package so I have them for next time. It just makes it a lot easier. Here I'm using some of the die cuts that were actually, they were the stickers that came with the set, and I took some of the sticky off of them so I could kind of play around with them without them sticking, and I'm just fastening that down. On that large picture of my husband and I waving at the table, you'll notice that the background colors there that I've kind of backed it with, I have the scarlet there and then I have some black. It doesn't go all the way down, the scarlet, which is fine with me. It just allows me to use some of my scraps and makes for more interest on the page. And the pictures down below do have the full black and red on there, or the scarlet and the black. Now I'm coming in and I'm using another one of the stickers from the set up there above the now. And the 2024, here comes my ruler here. I love this thing. Why I didn't pull it out earlier, don't know. The numbers that are there, I had to use another die set, which I'll share here with you in a minute, because the letters weren't in the previous set. Here I'm showing you a tag set, and I'll link these all below, but I made some tags to put there in the envelope. And that's the die set. That's from the first part. And then that Tim Holtz one is the one that I use for the numbers. I use that quite often again because they're small. And there's the die that I used on that envelope that's behind my, right there I'm pointing to it. And the colored piece that's there in the envelope was actually a piece that was in the stickers that was in the stickers, and I've made it a die, or excuse me, not a die, but a tag. So now we're going to go on to the adjoining page, and this is a type page. I squeezed a lot of pictures in. My husband and I are quite foodies, and here I was just kind of showing some of the food that we ate, and I took a picture of the menu, and that just kind of reminds me of where we were at. And here's my husband. We're right down near the ocean, looking back on the Montage Resort. If you ever have a chance to go there, please do. Just save your pennies. It's expensive to stay there overnight, but well worth it. Great for a special occasion. There's my husband down in the bottom picture, standing in the lobby. And I got a kick out of these drinks we had with our lunch. They had large straws that were made out of bamboo. And the real thing. Here is a tag I used from another die I've had in my stash forever. I don't have a name to it, but I think I'll show it here to you in a minute. Yeah, there it is. It is a stitched die. And that is one of the papers that came in the workshop. This little heart was one of the stickers that was in the workshop. And then I'm going to take some of the florals and hearts, any of the round shapes that were on the sticker set, and I'm going to kind of put them over to the right of the picture of the drinks, and I'm going to use some three-dimensional dots, as you're seeing there, and we're going to kind of just level them up and make some higher than others. And again, I'm just kind of doing my own thing. I'm doing what feels right. And I like how it turns out in the end. I think what took the most time on this page were the die cutting and the gluing of the letters. But it just felt like the right thing to do on this one. The scarlet worked really well for those letters. So now I'm going to take both of these pages off of the Versamats and show you what they look like together. I am waiting for the 4x4 flip flaps for the top, so I won't be able to put these pages together until then. But following this, I will take some still shots and I will put them in afterwards, after I get done with the video. So those are the flip flops at the top I'm showing you. Here I'm showing you the tags that I made, and I have gone ahead and done the journaling on those. Here I'm showing you that something got on the picture and I had to reprint it, and I just laid one picture over the other one. This will be a flip-flop where I'm showing you now. And here we're going to go ahead and insert the pictures. Thanks for joining me.